right now in the UK, it is extremely hot outside, and for the last like 5 years, I have been doing something that I refer to as a hot sim summer. Yes, I've been making over every single townie within the game to make them look more like my sims, so my sims don't actually stand out when I'm playing in a new save file or anything like that, and also just so I have townies that I can appreciate looking at. I mean, it even made me stan Brittany Cho, which is impressive considering she pops up everywhere and has everyone fawning over her at all times. It even made me like Eliza Pancakes. But whilst I've been doing those makeovers, I have been heavily, and I mean heavily, been using custom content. People ask me all the time, are you going to upload this save file anywhere? Can people like download it? I have started uploading my sims to my gallery once they are fully complete, but I don't ever want to publish it as like a save file because of how much custom content I use, and I don't constantly want to make the disclaimer of your sims are not going to look anything like mine unless you have like the custom content that I have. So today I figured, why not react to my Townie Makeovers made with heavy CC whilst they are not wearing any custom content at all. They all have different skins, some of them have different hairs, a lot of the masculine sims even have CC facial hair, so I know they are going to be looking pretty darn different. I'm so scared for this. I don't want to do this. I just feel like I'm never ever going to be able to see them in the same light ever again. So of course, the first thing we need to do is go to our options, game options, and then go to other, enable custom content and mods. We are going to turn that off. We are going to apply the changes, and we are going to restart my game and hop in to my own personal save file. No, no, no. I already regret it. They've been scalped. She's bald. She's bald and she's attacking people who have hair. First off, we should check the bi-panic couple of Victor and Lily Feng. I guess this is less about them losing their hairstyles and like their default skin and stuff, and more so about like how they actually look, like facial structure. Okay, not gonna lie, I slayed with Lily. I don't even care that she doesn't have like a default skin, which obviously my default skin just kind of smooths sims out a little bit more. It's nothing too wild. All of my custom content is like extremely maxis match, but it kind of just makes the EA like default skin look a little bit better. The eyes just look like a bit brighter and warmer. Victor, you know what? Also not as bad as I was expecting. Obviously, if I were to make him base game, then he would have a pretty good hairstyle, I would like to think. This is actually really, really handy to know, because imagine if I can like go in and just kind of like add facial hair, add those details that I want to like add back in, and then still have attractive sims at the end of the day. Maybe I could make this like a base game friendly save file for you lot who want it once I finished my original like custom content filled version. I am scared that a lot of the masculine sims are gonna look the same just because of like how I tend to do like facial structures, but he's looking pretty handsome. I was scared he was gonna look like a thumb. They are still the bi-panic couple of The Sims 4. Thank you, Sims gods. Maybe I am actually good at creating sims. No, don't load everyone. Okay, next up, we're gonna stick in city living, and we are gonna go for the one and only Salim. I get asked this question all the time, but who is like your favorite Sims 4 townie? And I hands down think it's Salim. I really, really love him. Oh, he's so handsome. Come off it. Like, look at his big old eyes. I would always go for, like, the darker browns on Sims. I don't know why it always defaults to, like, this one. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, his nose and, like, lips and eye size and stuff are very different from Victor Feng. But this is what I was worried about, like all of their jaws kind of looking similar, because I feel like when you put a beard on them, I do kind of style them and then put a beard beard on, but I don't really think about like how it looks too much or like how similar or dissimilar they look from each other. I just kind of think about like what suits them with the beard that they have on. Sticking once again with some Myshuno. The city living townies, some of my favorites, potentially. No. I'm getting spoilers, I'm trying to like, just like, okay, there we go. I tried to squint my eyes so that I couldn't see anyone. We are gonna go for the Karaoke legends, because I know you all love a piece of Akira Kibo. And I also want to check out Darling, and I always forget Miko's name. I do apologize. Honestly, I'm quite impressed by how little it feels like I've actually changed these Sims. Don't get me wrong, it's obviously very, very easy when the Sims team create an attractive Sim, and then I'm like, I'm gonna make them over. And this just kind of goes to prove that I do really just kind of make them look more like my own Sims. And I don't really do like the heavy modifications that I feel a lot of people probably think I do when it comes to Townie Makeovers. This is what he originally looked like, and then this is my version of him. All I did really was like lengthen his face. I didn't even touch his nose. Oh, stop. Miko is so flippin' cute. Now, she actually is one of the Sims that I probably like changed the most when it came from her base game version. I'm also, whilst I'm editing, I'm gonna input what these Sims actually look like with my custom content still on them, but she is feckin' so cute. I absolutely love her facial structure. She kind of reminds me of the Sims that I used to create like back in like, I want to say 2016, 2017, like very sharp, tiny kind of chin and like a small jaw, whereas nowadays I feel like I play around a little bit more, which is funny considering I probably made her in like 2020. Why am I so impressed with myself? I honestly needed to have more confidence in myself because I feel like I've slayed these. Ooh, Eric. He's not bad, I'm gonna give him that, but he definitely looks better with a beard. Obviously, he definitely had facial hair on, and he looks much better with a beard. Like, even a base game beard averages out his face a little bit. It just, like, adds some much needed. I don't know what you would even say is, like, missing when he doesn't have facial hair. He just looks like a rat. You look like garbage rat. He actually doesn't look like garbage. He actually still looks extremely well put together. Vivian? Okay, a slay. This is wild to me. I genuinely thought they were gonna look so much different without custom content. Not gonna lie, Alice, you're the first one who's been slightly clapped. I'm so sorry to say that. I'm so sorry to do you dirty, but there's just something about like the proportion of like her lips to her chin that is not making sense for me. Dennis was so adorable. I don't think I will ever create another Sim as adorable as him. I don't know how I did his eyes. I genuinely do not know how I have made his like eyes look like this. He is my magnum opus. He lives rent-free in my mind, and I just know I'm never gonna be able to create anything as good. I couldn't recreate this man's eyes if you paid me, especially in like the darker color. Stop, I'm screaming. Why is he the most adorable old man? Kids are not gonna look any different, let's be real. I mean, she looks less polished. I love how children have no defining features in Create a Sim, in build mode, or in gameplay in The Sims 4. Love that for them. Bob Pancakes. Ooh, so you just like need a beard in general. He kind of looks like he should be a character in Lord of the Rings. I mean, very cute with the beard. We're not gonna be here doing that TikTok trend of like revealing men's real jawlines because Bob doesn't need to see that. Bob Pancakes is absolutely great in a beard, and he should rock a beard, and he shouldn't feel like he has to shave it off or hold it close to his jawline just to show people that he's definitely not catfishing. Eliza Pancakes, I would like to see you. Her jawline I don't know how I did it. I wish I could remember. For the life of me, I have no idea. I know I'll never be able to recreate it. I've never had a jawline look this good. It looks so realistic. It looks so lifelike. I don't know how I did it, and it's gonna annoy me forever that I'm never ever gonna be able to repeat it. There's no point even looking at little Iggy pancakes because, again, toddlers have no defining features. The Goths could truly take my breath away in any given moment. Yeah, Cassie, gorgeous, show-stopping, never the same, never been done before. Absolutely love her. Bella, I know she's just going to be an older version of Cassie, and I would be correct. She literally looks like she would kill me and then attend my funeral, and I would thank her for that. Mortimer. Oh, stop looking at me with those piercing eyes. Holy. Is it hot in here or is it just Mortimer Goth? He's still a zaddy. Ooh, I feel like the Landgraabs would be interesting considering I did actually base them, well, at least Katrina, Dina, and Don, off their Sims 2 version. So I kind of made the girlies more alien. Why such a long face, Dina Caliente? I swear she does not look that long in my Townie Makeover. I definitely think it's like because of her hair or something. Like even putting a base game hair on her, like that, she looks so much better actually. Don't get me wrong, she has a FOD and a half. Like we are soul sisters with our big fods of ours, but she definitely looks better with a hair on her to kind of crop her head just a wee little bit, the Jojo Siwa of it all. She does have an extremely long face, but I mean, hello, absolutely fecking stunning. What about her sister Nina Caliente? Face card never declines. I love this. They kind of do look like The Sims 2. They have like a human alien hybrid between them, and I absolutely love that. I love like the elongated, skinny little faces. And then Don Lothario, I know these Sims look absolutely, oh, he said, let me get my kit off as well. Let me show you how ripped I am without your skin that smooths everything down. I mean, he does look like a generic, like, handsome base game sim that you would find on the gallery. Don Lothario with custom content is giving, like, well-groomed, you know, like, man who really cares about what he looks like, meaning he will hog the whole bathroom from you whilst you're trying to get ready for work in the morning. But no CC Don Lothario, it kind of looks a little more rugged. Like, he'll just kind of, like, wash his face, you know, put some like wax in his hair and be out the door in 5. Nancy, I went so extreme with. So my headcanon for Nancy Landgraab is Nancy Landgraab has kind of had surgery to make herself look like Judith Ward, but Judith Ward is kind of that like timeless classic, whereas Nancy Landgraab has gone like the other way and just has taken everything like extremely small. Jeffrey, you look cute. I did not know that you had such big cheeks hiding under that little facial hair of yours, sir. I'm not gonna lie, it'd be interesting to see him with my custom content and then just like take the beard off him to kind of see what he would look like. He looks like a little hamster. Oh, I feel like I kind of did him dirty. He looks very sweet. Like he feels like I would trust him personally, and I am the Jeffrey Landgraab #1 defender. She still has the vibe. You know what? My skin definitely does like a lot of heavy lifting. I always feel so weird when I say like my skin out of context, but I actually don't really like hate the way she looks. She does just look like she's maybe pushed it a little bit too far. These are all actually really good base sims. Like I could upload these to the gallery as a base sim just for different facial structures and things like that for people who maybe aren't as confident when it comes to making sims, and they would really help encourage some people. Hate that she's still wearing that hot weather fit. I haven't actually changed that in my save file yet because I need to download some more glamorous like like custom content. I don't have any clothes that really feel like they fit Judith Ward. Sometimes when I'm doing Townie Makeovers, I will full on just like hit a wall. I think the only thing I would change about her, like without custom content, is actually like where her eyes personally sit. I'm kind of a little bit worried about looking at the Ito household just because I literally love this family so much. I don't like Naoki, but I do like the way again, I really like the way that he turned out. Obviously, he wears like a pair of glasses and again has facial hair, but he kind of has the vibe that I wanted. Like a man who has already passed his prime and like now has just grown up and hates his wife and probably now works in tech because he's like a failed professional athlete. Little cutie. He was an easy sim to work with when it came with Townie Makeovers. Ooh, Megumi. I think her nose is like too long and then her lips and her chin are so close to her nose in this version of her. I think I just need to like play around with the proportions a little bit. It's strange how some of them, their facial features like don't really change much at all. And then others, I'm like looking and I'm just like, something is not fitting right. Something here is not correct. I smell a rat. Oh my goodness gracious me. So I actually created Rory originally years and years ago. And once I did like a full 3-hour stream on them. And then I was so happy with the way that they turned out. And then I accidentally exited my game without saving, without like adding them to my gallery at all. So I had no way of actually like getting them back. But then I came back to them late last year after watching Arcane. Okay, I'm gonna keep on zoomed up in here so you can't howl to interrupt me. And then I was so inspired for Rory by Vi that I'm so glad, honestly, that I forgot to save. Because look at them. I mean, Pit Fighter Vi, they look incredible. Absolutely love Rory so much. Also, their beast form now matches their hair, which I think is so sick. Let's see if my version of Lou still looks like Justin Bieber, even without custom content. And then I do feel like we should check out some get together townies because they are actually my favorite townies like ever. I might genuinely do a video. I don't think I've done a video like this, but let me know if I have. I think I've done a tier ranking of packs based on their worlds or like a tier ranking of worlds, but I don't think I've ever done a tier ranking of packs based on their townies. But spoiler alert, get together would probably be my top pick. Yeah, he still looks like him. Just add like a Justin Bieber haircut to him. That is Justin Bieber. I won't accept any more questions. Literally one of the cutest sims ever created. The team really popped off when they made Lou howl, and I'd howl for Lou any day. Are you a werewolf? Because I can bark. I can also mark my territory, you know, if you're into that. Is she fabulous? Yes, she absolutely is. Without a doubt, still fabulous. Kind of iconic without hair. A bald queen. Trixie Mattel, is that you? There is one person I potentially think I did really dirty, and that is Kyle Kyleson. So I want to check. Yeah, that's where we're gonna leave this video. On a low note, I am so sorry, Kyle. I swear he's a little cutie patootie when he has this custom content on. I don't know what happened. I lied. There's actually one last family I want to check, and I just know that they're gonna look so different considering I created them in 2020, and at that point in time I was going pretty heavy on the custom content. Now this is the BFF household from Willow Creek. I did base them more on their My Sims characters, so they do look like more wide-eyed and kind of blockier. Travis, not as bad as I was thinking. I don't know why, but he gives me such Peter vibes. Like, this is my Peter Malott. Liberty Lee is the one that I was most scared for. This is a custom content, like, basically shaped nose, so you can't really get this naturally in The Sims 4, and especially with my skin, it makes it look so different from what it looks like here, but still super cute. She just doesn't, unfortunately, unfortunately have the little like plaster over her nose, and Summer really honestly looks exactly the same. Like, throw some blue eyes on this girly, that is Summer Holiday. That honestly is what I think Summer Holiday should have been looking like this whole time. Sims team, I'm just saying, if you want someone to refresh any of the townies for you, let me know. I'll do it. This was really, really interesting to see, honestly. Like, I genuinely thought, especially back in the day when I started doing these, I thought I like drastically changed Sims and like their facial structures and stuff. But this actually just made me realize I actually stay quite loyal to their features. To be fair, I really, really love like individualistic features that stand out. So I always try to keep those actually within my townies, just because I never ever want to erase like their features, especially the ones that are so unique to them. But this has made me realize that actually it's probably easier for me to do a base game version. Obviously, there are some Sims, Kyleson, sorry to this man, that I probably would change before I uploaded them. And again, I'm not saying that that is coming anytime soon, but it is interesting for me to know. I would love to hear what you lot think of these townies. Do you prefer them with CC? Do you maybe prefer them without custom content from the ones I've shown you? Obviously, this was a very small portion. I was having a look at my personal save file the other day and was honestly in disbelief by just how many townies we've done, which shouldn't be that surprising considering I've been working on this save file for a good 5 years. So I have been going at like a slow rate, but we've almost finished, which is extremely, extremely scary because these are my emotional support Sims, and what am I meant to do when I have no more townies to make over? To be fair, I'm never not gonna have townies to make over with the way that DLC and expansion packs work, but thank you all so much for tuning in. This one was so fun to record. Super, super interesting. Purely for my own benefit, so I hope you also found it just as interesting as I did. If there's any other videos you would like to see about townies, Create a Sim, let me know because I'm always down. Considering Create a Sim is my comfort zone in this game, I appreciate you all so much, and I will speak to you all in my next one. Bye now.